From road infrastructure to technology, this time Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for synergy between government, creative industry, the academia and civil society to build a future where the digital heartbeat of Lagos will resonate across the globe. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the call at the Art of Technology Lagos 5.0 conference. Take a look.
It's the Art and Technology Lagos 5.0 at the Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. This year's conference focused on the creative economy and the digital Lagos that will be favorable for creative industry players, tech entrepreneurs, and academia. Students, tech entrepreneurs had the opportunity to display their creative work to the people. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, and some state executive cabinet members are here to witness the occasion. The State Committee for Innovation, Science and Technology highlighted the benefits of technology and the objectives of AOT Lagos 5.0.
Through Mr. Governor's own dedication to the startup ecosystem, in 2019, we formed the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council. This council has been responsible for funding over 60 value-creating startups across different sectors, in agri-tech, in fintech, in construction tech, circular economy and climate change. Companies like Price Pally, as you know, an e-commerce agri-tech company, received some of their first funding from LASRIC, and now they have 28% profit margin in their sector. Right? Companies like Farms to You, Moon Innovations, these are some of the companies that are benefited from LASRIC's grants. And last year, we started the first public sector venture fund. Now, this fund is supposed to help startups at the very grassroots level to give them their initial runway for them to scale. And of course, we are partnering with private sector players to be able to resource some of these startups. We have other programs in the sector as well. LASRIC has been responsible for funding over 70 research and development initiatives across universities. Ladies and gentlemen, if we do not create, we will not be taken seriously. R&D is a very, very instrumental tool, instrumental process in creating unique solutions in our ecosystem.
Collaboration between Lagos State and the federal government is sealed by the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy to boost the creative sector and be of benefits to the youth.
We shouldn't see these events as just an opportunity to gather, to celebrate, but we should see it as a call to action, an opportunity for us to bind together. Again, remembering that Lagos is Lagos and Lagos is great because there's an ecosystem of creativity that thrives in this city. That the people of Lagos makes Lagos the Lagos that it is today. That we bind together to start to think more deeply around how we leverage creativity, innovation, science and technology to leapfrog development in this state. Starting from myself and Commissioner Tumboso Alake, I'd like to challenge us to think of how to turn Lagos into a smart city. How do we leverage deep investment in the infrastructures that exist in this state to drive the application of technology for prosperity, to ensure that our city is smarter? Whether when we think about environment or opportunity to use technology in education or apply technology for public health issues. I am committing to working with you to ensure that by Q1 next year, that we can actually open up the ISM band of spectrum to innovators who want to build smart applications for this city by Q1 next year.
Nigerian actor and film producer Kunle Afolayan commends government effort in supporting the creative industry and also highlights other areas that must be worked on.
It is our civic responsibility to pay tax. But then I think a lot of people in that space need a lot of enlightenment because their understanding of the creative sector is completely wrong. Or rather, I'll say they need more, more orientation of some sort. As at today, our power generation bill, and I'm saying diesel and NEPA, between diesel and NEPA, monthly is 2.5 million in one space. We spend like 1 point something on diesel, and on NEPA, we do pretty much about the same thing. And then you see stickers from LRS, FRS. So I think the people at the realms of affair when it comes to creative stuff need to really help us to, create a synergy between our space and the government so that we can sit and look at this critically, sir.
Governor Sanwo-Olu calls for synergy between the creative industry and government and build the digital world place in Lagos.
The Legacy Initiative for Creative Industry, we have looked at 4 different areas. We've looked at investment in infrastructure and technology. Currently, where we've done about halfway of our 6,000 kilometer metro fiber ducts connectivity, where we want to have fiber connectivity in almost every part, of the state. You can imagine what that would do, in terms of your content and in terms of your access, in the social media space, and just generally what that would do. Like I said, we've completed 50% of that. We also have the Lagos Film City, which we just, about 2 months ago, we did a groundbreaking ceremony. This is, at first start, it's a $100 million project that will be executed on a PPP model. The Lagos Film City is conceived as a comprehensive entertainment industry campus and film lot. It will take, credence from the likes of Universal Studios in Hollywood, and the facility will provide not only living and working spaces for filmmakers, for writers, for musicians, for marketing professionals, and all industry personnel, forcing the realization of the creative idea. We also want to collaborate with the World Intellectual Property Rights. We cannot just be given lip service to issues around piracy and people that are stealing from this industry. So I'm told that we have to identify and work with the World Intellectual Property Organization under the leadership of Dr. Moody. The collaboration is aimed to establish a robust framework for enforcing copyright laws. Once we're getting to this stage, we need to be able to do it globally, how it's being done everywhere in the world. We believe that from enforcing these copyright laws, it will help to simplify the process for artists, for writers, for musicians, and other people in the creative minds to safeguard their work. And that's it, to be able to safeguard your work and be sure that indeed all of your sweat and all of your very creative minds will not go unnoticed. This initiative will not only ensure a fair compensation for creators, but also enhances and appeal for investment and collaboration.
With massive investment in the digital space on the part of state and federal government, no doubt the creative industry will help boost the GDP of the nation.